A lot of people are intimidated by watercolor because they think you can't correct mistakes as you're painting and everything has to be perfectly planned and laid out. And I'm here to tell you that that is not the case. I'm going to show you 3 ways to instantly fix mistakes that are easy and you can start using them right away. The first one is called dabbing, and it's simply laying down a wet wash. You realize that you painted over the line or something that you don't like. You can just put down a paper towel or tissue and just dab up the paint. Most of the time you can go back to almost full white of the paper, if not all the way back to the white of the paper. And you can use this technique for making things like clouds and any other thing that's lighter than the wash that you've already put down. So that is definitely one that I use a lot, and it's really easy and you can just use it in real time while you're painting. The second one is called lifting, and this is a dry wash that I've already painted. It's already dry. And I simply add a little bit of water to a brush, and you can use any brush, but the stiffer, typically the better. And I can just scrape along with that brush, and anywhere that I touch with water simply comes up with a paper towel. And so you can use this to fix whole areas or edges like we were just doing in the last example, or you can use this to make fence posts or anything else you can think of after the wash is dry. I can use it for either making corrections or actually adding subject matter that's lighter than the surrounding wash. So I end up using that one a lot. Very, very useful. This last one is going to save a lot of people some frustration. So say you've painted a perfect wash and this is totally wet wash, and you accidentally spill some water into the wash. It happens all the time. So you can see these little areas are going to start to bloom out, but I want this to be a perfectly smooth wash. So I can take what's called a hake brush. It's just a very soft absorbent brush. It's dry, and I can just simply feather that paint back out, just a couple of strokes back and forth. And since the paper's wet, it'll simply reorganize itself, and it's just a way to completely eliminate those water spots. That'll dry. As it dries, it'll fan out even more and dry perfectly smooth and flat. So 3 easy ways to fix watercolor that you can start using right away.